Okay, hey everybody, happy Friday. And we are on our last packet to do. Now this one is open to a little bit more interpretation as you do it. It's not as cut and dried as the other ones because you have to decide things about it. So some of them are labeled and then some of them are not. You have to you have to label some of the graphs, I think, on create a graph on the last page. Okay, so we'll start this first one out together. So on this one, my screen's not moving again. Okay, there it goes. All right, so on this one, this graph could show this relationship. Remember, just like we did on the last one, we need to decide if it is, hang on. Okay, sorry, I'm having technical difficulties again. Okay, so we just need to decide if it's positive or negative. Okay, so that's our first question. Is it positive or negative? It is going up in that direction, so we think it's going to be, right, positive. Okay. All right, why? Why is it positive? Okay, there's a bunch of different reasons that we could show. Sorry, that's going to erase now. I'm going to scoot my page up a little bit and make that go away. Okay, so why do we think it is positive? Okay, and let's use the words. Let's look at the labels. So this first one on the x-axis, so the age of the palm tree is increasing, and then the height is increasing. Okay, so we have to be logical about this. So let's start with the y-axis. Remember, this is the up and down always, and then that one is your x. So as the height of the tree increases, it's also what? Getting older. Or we could go back the other way. We could say as the palm tree gets older, it also gets taller. Okay, however you want to write that, we can write it in this area. So I'm going to go, the second way I said it made more sense in my head. So as the tree gets older, it grows taller. Okay, and both of them are positive. So older is increasing and taller is increasing, so it's a positive relationship. Okay, now the next question is, do you think the graph will continue to increase? If we put this on forever, will it show an increase all the way through? Got to be logical about it. What do you think? I wish I could talk to you guys about it. Oops, let me undo that. So, do we think it will continue to increase forever? Ooh, I hope you said no. And why will it not increase forever? And I hope you're thinking because eventually, like say here at the end of this graph, it's not like the end of it forever, it's eventually going to level out, right? And it's not going to grow any taller. Like even the redwood forests in California, they eventually stop growing. They don't grow forever. They level out. Kind of like a human being, right? We don't continually grow. Like about 18 years old, we stop growing. So no, because, well, let's say because it will reach its maximum height, or it will not grow forever. There's a bunch of different ways that you can explain it. I'm going to say it will not keep growing forever. And even we could even say it will eventually decrease in height because it's going to fall down eventually. So it will not keep growing forever. Okay. So there's those. Okay, I'm going to go down to the next one again on this one. So you can think about the relationship between I'm just reading the instructions right here, the amount of time that you're on vacation and the amount of money that you have left. Let's see, it's Friday. I only took so much money with me to Hawaii. What do you think's happened to me by now? I don't know. Maybe I have a little bit of money left, but you need to think about this logically. So is it a positive or negative relationship? Which way is it going? And why? As the more time that you spend on vacation, the what? The more money you're going to spend, which means the less money that you have left. Now, again, this next question, do you think the graph will continue to decrease? Is it going to go down and down and down and down forever? No, you're eventually going to run out of money and you're not going to have any money left. So eventually it's going to hit 0. So you can talk about those things on it. Okay, going to the next page. Okay, we're looking, we're analyzing, and then on this one, we have to explain what the relationship means in the context of the problem. So, first off, take a look at it. Is it positive or is it negative? Okay, I hope you're saying negative because it's going down from left to right. Now, in the context of the problem, this is where we need to look at the amount of gas and the distance traveled. We've already done one like this, right? So in the context of the problem, you can talk about it 2 ways. The more gas you use, the farther you've gone. Well, we kind of have to look at it in the way they have it worded. They say the amount of gas in the car. So let's talk about it as far as the distance goes. So the farther the distance, farther you drive. I wish you guys were here to answer me. Help me write this. The farther you drive, we'll just say it that, or the greater the distance. There's lots of ways we could say it. The farther you drive, the less gas we have left. The less gas is left. How about that? Yeah? Okay, so we're talking distance. So there's the distance, the farther you drive, and then the amount of gas left in the car. Okay, so you're going to do that for the next 2. Ooh, the size of a diamond in carats. So the bigger the diamond is, what? Yeah, hopefully you're saying the more expensive it's going to be. All right, now here is the probably most difficult part of all of this that I've given y'all, is this last page where you have to take what you think. The only information it's giving us is, on this one, the cost of the dinner and the number of people at dinner. So we have to determine first off, is it a positive or negative relationship? So let's think about this. The more people that go to dinner, what? The more that it's going to cost. So if both of them are increasing, the number of people increase and the amount of the dinner increases, then it's, hopefully you guys agree, it's going to be a positive relationship. Okay, now we have to explain. So here's where we say the more people that come to dinner, the higher the cost. So again, both positive. They're both increasing. All right, now here's the hard part. You've got to sketch a line. Okay, you've got to determine, and I think I have a straight line tool in here. I'm going to try this. I haven't tried it yet, so we'll see how this works. So I'm gonna put 3 lines up here, and then we're going to talk about like which one we think. Wait, no, you guys can't talk to me. I'm going to talk about which one. Okay, so we can't have 3 lines. We can have one of those lines. So which do you think it would be? On this one, it's pretty, I don't know, it's pretty and open. It depends on what kind of restaurant we're going to. If we're going to a really expensive restaurant, then it's probably going to be this first line. But if we're going to, like, I don't know, McDonald's or something, it's probably going to be something cheaper, like that line. So I'm going to go straight in the middle, and I'm going to erase all the lines. I'm going to go straight in the middle and say, with my blue line here, just right in the middle, that it's going to be increasing like that. Okay? It's kind of hard without numbers. You know, maybe like each one of the darker lines is a person, and so they're going to increase. And then the cost. If you want to put numbers on here, you can, so that it's easier for you to think about it. I don't care. But yeah, this is going to be the toughest one for you of trying to decide what that line is going to be. All right, so just look at the next one. We can talk about it. It's the amount of time spent running. Okay, I'm just going to highlight that so you're with me. The amount of time spent running and your energy. So what happens? The longer you run, what happens to your energy levels? They're going to decrease as well. So is this going to, like, one is decreasing, your energy is decreasing as the amount of time spent running increases. So whenever you have one increasing and one decreasing, that is going to be a negative. So draw your line on there somewhere. Make sure it's a negative slope. Make sure it starts at the y-axis. That's the main thing. Like, it has to start somewhere on the y-axis. Okay, is it going to go all the way down to 0, do you think, on the x-axis? Like, would your energy ever get all the way down to 0 to where, like, you're just collapsed? I don't know, maybe if you're, like, a marathon runner or something, maybe I would, because I'm not a very good runner. I don't have, like, long endurance. But normal people, you still, like, have enough energy to, like, you know, walk and get a drink of water or something. So these are really open to interpretation. You just need to think about it and be logical. All right, so that's the last video for the week. I will be back on Monday. I'll show you guys awesome pictures of my great adventures and everything I've done. And I hope you guys have had a good week. I hope you've been sweet and kind, and I hope you made me proud with your good behavior. Mrs. Schumacher, thank you so much. I appreciate you. And I will see y'all later.